crafty peeps, it's Megan from Cluttered Crafter, and for this Cardspiration episode, it's a scraplifted card, and I'll leave the links to the original post in the description below, like always. And I'm using the Moonlight Designer paper from Stampin' Up, and the main colors in this paper pad is yellow, purple, like a teal, blue color, and gray, and that's the color combination that I went with for this card. I love those colors, especially the yellow, gray, and purple. Love those colors together. It's my favorite color combination. Then I also have some buttons off to the side coordinating with those colors. I originally cut the strips of paper to make the banners down to 1/2 inch and 1 inch wide, but they were too wide to fit on the page because I wanted the bit of yellow in the center of the card mat, and then I had to also trim down the bigger pieces. I think I ended up going with 1/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch, and if it wasn't that, it was 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. I can't really remember the exact measurements, but if I do remember, I'll put the measurements in the description below as well. And now I'm making the banners, and I don't make them the same length. And I don't do the trick where you cut down the middle and then cut out the banner. I just make one cut and then flip it over and make the same cut on the other side. I just find that's easier for me to do. And the flags at the end of the banners, they're not all the same either. Some of them are like more shallow type. I'm not sure how to really explain it, but they're not all the same. Not all the banners are the same. And I used my double-sided tear tape to adhere down the banners to the card, or the card front. And I worked from outside in. Normally I would go top to bottom, but where I wanted to make sure the yellow piece was in the center, I figured it would be easier for the spacing out of the banners if I worked from outside in. And I was just making sure here that the yellow strip of paper would be centered. Not all of the spacing is the same throughout because I didn't pre-measure where the banners will be going on the cardstock. I just basically I just wing it. It's usually what I end up doing. I usually just wing it and hope for the best, and it usually turns out pretty good. And I'm surprised with myself that all of the banners are fairly straight. There could be some that are a little bit crooked, but that's alright. It's not too noticeable. For this card, I didn't do the inside of the card. I don't normally do the insides unless I'm giving this card away to someone. But you can use this for, I will probably use it for a birthday card, but you can really use it for any card you want. Maybe like sending it to a friend for like a friend card. And now I'm adhering down the different colored buttons. They're all different shades. And if they're not a different shade, they're a different shape from the other color. Like the two purples are, I think they're the same shade purple, but the buttons are different, and that's like the gray. They're both different shapes. And I tried to adhere them down in a straight line, and I was going to use my hot glue gun to adhere those to the card, but I figured my glue dots would suffice, and most of them I had to cut in half because the buttons were too small. But yeah, they're holding up pretty strong. And now I'm adhering down the card mat to a craft color card base, and it's an A2 size card. And like I said before, I didn't do the inside of this card, but I did go ahead and adhere down the inside card mat. And then when I use this card, I'll just obviously sign it on the inside, my write a little note. And that's everything that I did. I hope you guys liked this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, and happy crafting.